Welcome to the lounge where the stories climb high. Dr. Rhonda's in the groove where the pages touch the sky. Sip on inspiration, let the moments unwind. Every voice the horizon, new tales intertwine. From pen to passion where the art feels divine. Authors vibing together, creativity and time. So pull up your chair, let your spirit align. Horizons Author Lounge where words come alive. Welcome to Horizons Author Lounge.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and I'm back with a new episode with a new season of the Horizons Author Lounge. And yes, you did see the new theme music. I hope you liked it. Yes, I got new theme music, new year, new me. Yes. Thank you, Mark. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yes, there's a lot going on. Oh yeah, and a new look too. Yeah, I hope you like the new hair. But yeah, there's a lot going on. This is going to be an amazing show tonight. As you know, every January and February, I introduce you to all of the authors who are going to be a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. This year will be no different. Tonight, I'm going to introduce you to two of them. I was supposed to introduce you to three, but you're going to be meeting one of the authors who you were going to meet tonight. You're going to meet him next week. So, hey, JR, hope you saw yourself in the intro music, but I'm going to introduce you to him next week. So tonight, I'm going to introduce you to author number one, Miss Karen Stampley. So Karen, come on up. Hello, ma'am.
I love that music. You know, being a NOLA girl, I was about to get my umbrella.
Yes. First of all, you are a NOLA girl, and you are about to be a part of the 10th annual Black History Month Literary Weekend. And this is going to be your first time being a part of it, but you are not a stranger to me, and you are not a stranger to Meet the World Image Solutions.
Not at all. And I am so excited to join you. And that music that's a vibe. I love it. I don't know what it was before, but that's a winner. I love it.
Thank you. Well, I want to thank you for being a part of, first of all, being a part of the Horizons Author Lounge tonight. And thank you for being a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. And congratulations, because I think when I first met you, you were a first-time author, and now you have 4 books.
No, listen, when I first met you, I was talking about being an author.
You're right.
Books. Yes, I was talking about it. I said, I'm
That
going to
is
do it
awesome.
one day. Yes. So now I have 4. Yes. So
You've been doing your thing. Now talk to me about the books that you have out right now.
Well, I am a belief therapist and a mindset makeover coach, and God has walked me through this journey. So, this book, The 5 Steps of Faith, The Ultimate Mindset Makeover, and I just released a companion journal.
Okay.
Because in the book, there are questions after each chapter. And so I wanted to do a journal with some prompts and things in there to guide you because it is so important. this is part of my story and not just myself. I was a counselor. I've counseled people for over 30 years. And
Yes.
the things that happen with me, like the Bible said, there's nothing new under the sun. So I saw so many people dealing with the same thing. And the 5 steps of faith is about faith. It showed me that a lot of people think faith is just to believe, but you could
Yeah.
believe all day long and twice on Sundays, but faith is putting action to what you're believing, standing on, and being consistent in that
Yes.
and aligning it with the word of God, not just believing it. So God walked me through this, started in my 20s.
Okay.
I am seasoned now, but it started in my 20s. And listen, it's a process. We never arrive in faith. We just go from
Mhm.
level to level. So this is evergreen.
I
But the
love how
next
you
book,
say you're seasoned.
yes, I am seasoned. I don't mind telling my age, but I just wanted to know this started over 40 years ago because I'm 65 and a half, and I'm proud of it. I'm grateful to God to be 65 and a half. But it started
That's
in my 20s. And yeah, and it is a journey, and it tells my story about how I was depressed. I was going through depression. Didn't know it was depression because back then people didn't talk about it, especially people of color. You
yes.
didn't talk about depression or getting help for it. And so God walked me through what mine was from, and a lot of people do the same. I saw the cup half empty rather than half full. And so it was
Yes.
a mindset, it was a perspective. And so this book walked me through that. And in the midst of writing the 5 steps of faith, mental ascent, the great imposter, that came up. I kept saying my faith is failing. I couldn't understand. I was a licensed minister in church. And I have to keep it real. I didn't want to be hypocritical. I didn't want to fake it. I didn't want to act like things were okay and God knew the truth. So I had to be real. I didn't understand it. Went to church one day and he said, it's not your faith that is failing you, it is mental assent. And
Now,
that
what's
is a
mental assent?
mental assent looks like faith. That's why it's called the great imposter. It is a saboteur of faith. Mental assent is, how the Bible says faith without works is dead.
Right.
Faith without works is mental assent. It's to believe that God can in your head to know what his word says, but not put feet to your faith. You don't step out and do something. And so then you get frustrated because you're thinking, I go to church every Sunday. I'm on the
Mm.
usher board. I'm in the choir. I'm doing all of these things. I'm at every service. I'm serving, I'm helping the homeless. I'm helping
Right.
all of that. And why am I not seeing how many people? I know lots of
And
people
some
who go to
people
church.
think their work in the church is
Yes,
enough
right,
because they go to church and
right.
they work in the church, that should be enough, that everything should be going well for me because I'm doing the work in the
Yes,
church. But
yes.
then but they're not doing the work in themselves.
Right. And that's what it is. The transformation. They're doing reformation, and not
Mm.
transformation. And then they get frustrated and it's not taught. I mean, how many times you just asked, how many times you heard people talk about mental assent? It
Right.
is a saboteur. It looks, you can say all the scriptures, you can have the look, you can work in church. I mean, there are pastors, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm just sharing the revelation God gave me because I was walking in it and I was a leader in church. And a minister came and she said, God said somebody is saying their faith is not working. She said, that's because you're in mental assent. And the light bulb went off. I'm like, oh my God, that she explained what it is, and that is to believe in your head, but not in your heart. And faith, that is where we believe in our heart and not the organ, the heart. That's our connection with God, our spiritual
Right.
heart. And
So
so that's, yeah,
now you're bringing all of these books to New Orleans for the Black History Month Literary Weekend.
I am. Yes, I am. Yes. And I had one more
Oh,
Healing from the
we didn't
Heart.
even
Now,
talk about the fourth book.
this is a women's anthology book. So
Okay.
I'm one of 10 authors in there, but the assignment was to talk about a time where you survived some type of abuse. And my story is the moment I chose me. And the abuse I survived was self-abandonment.
Wow.
Yes, self-abandonment. So, and this has been so therapeutic and so enlightening and so empowering. So it all of these started with me first. Even though over decades I've been able to help other people, I don't stand outside of the work because I can tell you without a doubt, God has done it in me. He started with me.
Wow. So you have how long did it take you to write these books? Because I did not realize, and you are absolutely right, that when we first met each other, you were thinking about writing.
And
I mean,
listen,
how
I was
many years
resisting.
is
I was resisting writing because people were like, you should put that in a book. I was repeating myself though for so many years in counseling. And so that is why I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I know because this gives me a further reach.
Yes.
I can reach people that me in person will not reach. I would never be able to reach. This can go across the world. And
Yes.
so that's why I put it in the book because I saw so many people affected by this same thing. It's not just me. And so, yes, he gave me 5 steps for faith, and this will help you across the board, no matter what you're facing. These 5 steps of faith, if you walk it out, and of course, it aligns with truth. And whenever I say truth, I mean the word of God, the truth that can stand throughout anything, that's unmovable, unchangeable. That is truth.
Well, y'all heard it here. If you were in the New Orleans area, and I know you're in the New Orleans area because I am going to be boosting this video in the New Orleans area and the surrounding areas. So I know that if you're watching this video, you are most likely in New Orleans. So I need you all to go to my website, www.mtwimagesolutions.com. Go to the Black History Month Literary Weekend tab and get the information for the Black History Month Literary Weekend. Click the link, and I want you to, the website is in the chat right now, and it's about to be on the screen. I want you to go to the Black History Month Literary Weekend tab, get the information, and I want you to purchase your ticket for the comedy show, the Black History Month comedy show. And I want you to also purchase your ticket for the brunch, or you can get the all access ticket and come to all of the events, because we're also going to have a writer's workshop so you can meet Miss Karen in person and get a signed copy of her book, because she will be signing her books all weekend. Because I think you might need to meet this lady, and she can talk about how she went from just a concept to a 4-time published author. And some of the books are an anthology, some are workbooks, and some are full-fledged books. So you don't have to author just one type of way. You can author all kinds of ways. Look, the full link is right here on the screen. So, and right in the chat. So we're just making it easy for you all the way around. So go ahead, click the link, get your tickets for the Black History Month Literary Weekend. We need you there. Isn't that right, Miss Karen?
That's right. We want to meet you there. And you're going to have a ball in New Orleans.
Absolutely. And this is our hometowns. We don't live in New Orleans right now, but our hearts do live in New Orleans.
Always. And it'll be great to be home. And what an occasion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I know you have some things that you have to do, Karen, but I want to thank you for taking some time to talk with me. Show us your books one more time, please.
The 5 Steps of Faith, The Ultimate Mindset Makeover, And the companion journal, Mental Ascent, The Great Imposter. It is a saboteur of faith and healing from the heart. My story is in there. And one last thing, Rhonda, I'm going to have some workshop sessions coming up about mindfulness, where I give 90-minute sessions to teach people the importance of what they believe and how it's creating, the things in their life. It's creating what you see in your life. If you don't like what you see, you got to change your beliefs. So we're going to do that. We're going to do Believe Detox workshop and boot camp. We're going to do boot camps for the book. So I have a lot of things that's coming up in this first quarter very soon.
Oh, wow. Do you have any dates set in stone yet?
Not yet, but it's going to start the end of this month. The end of this month. So yes, meetyourinnerchampion.com and Mindset Makeover Me on social media and my name. So I am going to be advertising. I'm working on it right now with my marketing crew.
Oh, that is fabulous. So keep doing what you're doing, Karen. I am so super proud of you. Like I said, I cannot believe so much time has gone by and that you've just been doing your thing. And but that's what it's all about. You had a plan and you made that plan happen. Yes. And so just keep doing what you're doing. I'm really glad that you're going to be a part of this weekend. And when we do the workshop on Friday morning, when we do the breakout sessions, there are people who need to be in your session so they can learn from you and how you were able to go from concept to 4-time published author. So take that knowledge and share with somebody, because somebody else can learn from you as well.
I'll be happy to do that. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a great night.
Too. You
All right.
too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. That was author Karen Stampley. So now, before we move over to our next author, I do want to share a few things with you. Some of you are here because you want to hear about the top 5 authors who are going to be moving forward with the For the Culture Book Awards. Last year we launched the For the Culture Book Awards. That was our first time doing that. And we had 9 authors who were a part of that. And it was a tight competition. I'll tell you, this year we had the 2nd annual For the Culture Book Awards. And we had 9 authors once again. And this was even tighter. I'm telling you, I had no idea who the top 5 authors would be because it was so close. I mean, I'm telling you, it was so close that up until the last second, I couldn't tell you who the top 5 authors would be because it was just that close. So I'm not going to tell you who those top 5 will be just yet, but I will be announcing the top 5 after the next interview. So if you're here for that, please stick around. But one thing I do want to share with you is our year in review. 2025 was not an easy year by any stretch of the imagination, but it was an amazing year. And I'm going to tell you, we were able to do some amazing things, and I'm trying to make sure the video is in here. Yep, there it is. I want to share this video with you. Some of you, if you've been following Meet the World Image Solutions, you may have seen it already, but I want to share this video with you. I'm going to come off the screen for a second. Just take a look at just some of the things we've been able to accomplish just in this 1 year alone, and you'll be able to see just what we've been able to accomplish in 2025.
Some years are defined by momentum, others are defined by meaning. In 2025, Meet the World Image Solutions focused on work that lasts. Through publishing, media, and cultural programming, Meet the World continued its commitment to amplifying voices and investing in community. That commitment showed up in tangible ways through the 9th annual Black History Month Literary Weekend, where history, literacy, and storytelling came together. It showed up through youth initiatives that awarded essay contest prizes to middle school students, and through the For the Culture Book Awards, where $10,000 in awards and cash prizes were placed directly into the hands of writers and creators. Throughout the year, the founder of Meet the World Image Solutions, Dr. Rhonda Lawson, was invited into dozens of podcast spaces, sharing insight on writing, ownership, and creative longevity. At the same time, Meet the World platforms continued to elevate others through Horizons Author Lounge, Black Authors Matter TV, and national festival stages, creating room for authors to be seen and heard. The work also lived on the page. Under Meet the World Publishing, new books entered the world, and behind the scenes, manuscripts were shaped, writers were guided, and stories were handled with care. There were moments of recognition, appearances at national festivals, cultural institutions, and in one meaningful moment, an invitation to perform oral storytelling at the Maryland Governor's Mansion. But the heart of the year wasn't any single event. It was the consistency, the stewardship, the understanding that stories carry weight and deserve to be treated that way. In 2025, Meet the World Image Solutions continued doing what it has always done, building space, honoring voices, and contributing work that matters. If you were part of this year in any way, thank you.
So that was just a piece of what we've done in 2025. I mean, being invited to boards, being able to publish authors, being able to help edit authors so they can realize their own dreams. There's just so much that we were able to do. Being a part of the creators' rights movement, and you'll be hearing much more about that in the coming weeks. I'm just blessed, and I owe a lot of that to you guys' support. So I just want to thank you for an amazing 2025, because I couldn't have done a lot of that without your help and without your support and without your prayers. Let's be real. I couldn't have done it without you. So I just want to thank all of you for that. So before I start blubbering and crying, I want to go ahead and just bring on our next guest, Mr. Reggie Webb. Now, I met Reggie this year at the National Black Book Festival in Houston. I found out that he's from Baltimore, right down the street, but lives out in California. And I met him in Houston, and he's going to be meeting me in New Orleans at the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So I am excited. So thank you for joining me tonight, Reggie. How's it going tonight? Wait, are you muted, Reg? Oh, now you're muted. I can't hear you. It's not me. Okay, so Reggie is being a man of very few words right now. All right, so I'm just going to keep on talking until we get this figured out. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on, but so until we get this figured out, yeah. So yeah, Mark, I will say, okay, he's gonna log out and log back in. But yeah, Mark, I'll tell you, I was super proud of you for winning an award for the Horticulture Book Awards. Just the look on your face when you won, and I was proud of you, because I'm telling you guys, I have nothing to do with the judging. I purposely do not read the books, and all I do is I choose the judges. I don't even actually don't choose the judges. What I usually do is I ask for volunteer judges, and then once the judging panel is there we are. Once the judging panel is in place, I send them the books, and but even with the voting, when we do the social media voting, once the social media voting is over with, I look at who the top vote getters are from the social media voting, and I send the top 5 to the judges, and they do the reading, they do the selection. I have nothing to do with it. I don't read the books until until the entire contest is over with. I don't touch the books until the entire contest is over with, because I don't want to introduce bias into the contest in any way. So, and I do that because I know a lot of times the people who are part of the contest are sometimes they're friends of mine, and I don't want to introduce any type of bias to it, because I have good friends who are part of this, and I don't want to introduce any bias. So what I do is I stay totally out of the process. So I ask people who would like to be a judge. And even the judges, they don't talk to each other. Many of them don't even know each other. They're in totally different parts of the country. So there's absolutely no bias in my contests at all. And I think it's very important for me to say that, because I want people to know that this is a totally independent contest. So like with the judging that's going on right now, I think one judge might be in Louisiana, one might be in Maryland, another one I think is in Texas. And these judges do not know each other. They have no idea who each other is or whatever, but they all know each other. So I'm telling you, there is absolutely no bias in this contest. So the people who win this contest, they win on their own merit. So I say all of that to say, Mark, I am so proud of you. For you to have won the contest last year is totally on your merit. So so it says a lot about your writing and your creativity. And for the people who are in the contest this year, and for the names I'm going to be announcing after Reggie's interview, this is going to be on your merit. So I just want you guys to know that this says a lot about you and about your creativity and about what you are doing with your writing. And that's the reason why I do this contest. It's not a popularity contest. This is about writing, and this is about creativity, and this is about culture. So keep doing what you're doing. Now, with all of that said, Mr. Reggie Webb is back. Hey, Reggie. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about Mr. Reggie Webb. This is my first time being able to interview you.
What do you want to know? I don't know where to start. It's a lot to say. You gotta ask me a specific question.
Okay, well, tell me about you as an author. What type of books do you write?
Right now, children's books.
Yes, and I did see that. What made you choose that particular genre?
Working in a middle school and a high school for 12 years and being a BSU advisor, and the students would say certain things to me about things that they wanted to see in books. So that kind of motivated me to put certain topics in books based off of what they wanted.
Okay, and what topics did you find that were most prevailing?
It started with a book about colors, because I was working with a preschool class at first. Then it went to bullying, anti-bullying, because bullying is like a big issue in middle schools especially. So they wanted different ways to learn how to combat bullying without always punching the bully in the mouth. If there were other ways they could handle it. So that was one of the motivations for those first two books. It's two bullying books, actually. One for like elementary school students, and the other one would be for middle schools.
Bullying. I'm really glad to see that there are so many books about bullying now. I wonder if there were more books about bullying when we were growing up. Would bullying be as much a thing as it was when we were growing up? Because bullying was big, I think, when we were big.
Yeah,
No.
really big. I was definitely a victim of it for a short period of time.
Yes, me too. I mean, and it's sad. But I think I'm glad to see that more people are taking a stand against bullying. And I think it's also because more people, I think, are talking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
So so how do you approach it in your books?
Normally it starts, well, the first one, I wrote that with a few other authors. So the first one was like a collaborative effort, and they wanted it to be more like fantasy based, where it starts in reality, then it goes to like a fantasy world where the bully learns a lesson in the fantasy world. And that was cool, but I'm more of a reality based kind of person. So the middle school one deals with a real issue where the bully is being very deceptive. He doesn't appear to be a bully in the eyes of his teachers and people that see him, but once adults aren't looking, he really antagonizes and terrorizes his peers. So one of the students figured out a way to expose him for being a bully without putting his hands on him, and then the adults dealt with the bully for what he was doing for the whole school year.
Well, that's creative.
Let's
Because
try
I
to be.
think that it used to be the answer was if somebody hits you, hit them back. But the problem
Hmm.
with that is if I hit them back and that bully is bigger than me, I'm gonna get beat up. So sometimes we have to come up with something a little bit more creative than that.
Right. And also both books have workbooks that go along with the books. So the students can like show that they comprehended the information that they read.
Mhm.
And it's different exercises in there, like writing your own poem, identifying identities of a bully and different things they do. And I also have a 10-step thing where they can reach out to different people to let people know that they're being bullied. That's in both books as well at the end of the book.
Oh, okay, so that's good. So now it's not just about being creative in the way that you deal with the bully, but now you're kind of channeling your creativity, which can maybe tap into your artistic ability or your analytical ability.
Yes.
But
Yes.
how now which age bracket are we looking at?
For the bullying books, the one for elementary school, I'll say between seven, no, I'm sorry, 8 to 10. And then middle school, it could be used for sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, depending on their learning styles.
Okay, do you have a copy of the book with you?
Yeah, I went and grabbed them when I heard you say that. So this one, I don't know if you can see it. This one is the one for elementary school.
Oh
That's
wow.
that one. And this is the workbook for that book.
Oh, black and white. Wow.
Yes. Just trying to do something a little different. And
Okay.
here's the other one. Okay, Miss Lawson, give me 1 second. This is the one for middle school. This one is called Little Reggie Takes a Stand. And you can see right here, this tall guy with his hat turned back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bully. His name is Noah Kane. And this is the student that stood up to him.
The little guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So
Thank you.
you said children's books right now. So do you write in any other genres?
That's what I'm working on right now because this is like children's books. This isn't really for me. This really is for the youth. So I'm not saying I'm not happy to do this because I am, because I know that it's helping, but I like science fiction. That's really what my thing is. So I'm working on that it probably won't be done until probably the end of this year, because that's going to be way longer than these books are.
Right.
But that's what I'm going to move towards this year.
Okay, so do you have an idea of when we can expect those?
Probably if I see you again at the book festival I met you at in Houston.
Okay, gotcha. So now when you come to New Orleans, then you're just going to be bringing the children's books.
Yes, the children's books. And also I'm gonna bring a video with me. I don't know if I'll be able to show it, because one of the things that I've started to do is I've turned some of the books into actual cartoons.
Oh,
So what I
nice.
so what I plan on, like, I have another book called a Juneteenth dinner discussion, and this is right now it's like a 27-minute cartoon with music behind it. And when Juneteenth comes around, I want to start going to different venues and showing it. So I'm going to bring that with me to New Orleans too.
Okay, wow. So where can we find clips already?
I have it on YouTube. It's unlisted, but I'll send it to you so you can watch it.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
So right now, do you have like previews or anything? I mean, are you like building like trailers or anything so you can build up excitement?
I have a trailer, and that's what I want to show it when I come there.
Okay, gotcha.
It's like a 2.5 minute, almost 3 minutes. It's not a long trailer, it's short, where it like shows different scenes, and it shows Opal Lee, who was real instrumental in getting Juneteenth signed into law. So I want to show it down there.
You know, Opal Lee is my soror.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay. So you know her?
Oh, we know Opal Lee.
You know her family. Or you?
I mean, I'm not saying we hang and everything. I'm just saying she's my soror.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's good information to know. I met her niece in Atlanta at a museum Juneteenth weekend last year, and they were she was down there selling her book, and she told me when I finish it, she'll help me set something up in Dallas so I could show it there too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's real spunky.
So you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I met her and her husband.
Yeah, I love her. She's she does not play. She says exactly what she means, and she means what she says.
Very straight to the point person.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that you had that opportunity.
Yeah.
So what else have you been doing with your book? So I know I'm guessing that because of your platform, you've been able to visit some schools and maybe talk to some maybe some different youth programs.
That's how the workbooks came along, because I was trying to actually get them into different school districts, and I kept getting denied. So I figured, okay, let me include a workbook with it. And still haven't gotten any of them picked up by school districts yet, but 3 different after school programs and a lot of educational centers have purchased the books in bulk, especially the Black History books.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and sometimes that's what it takes. Now, hopefully, when you come to New Orleans, you know, we'll have some educators there. I know my sorors will be there because you know, they're helping to support the event in some different ways. They'll be there, and they have a mentoring program. So, you know, maybe they'll take notice.
I hope so. Yeah. I hope so. New Orleans is one of my biggest markets. I always do good when I go to New Orleans and Atlanta. Always.
Okay, so well, you have to tell your people to come on out to the Black History Month Literary Weekend.
I've already told them, and I'm gonna keep reminding them. I'm gonna start sharing the flyer now a lot, probably a few times a week.
That's what I'm talking about. And speaking of the flyer, let's go ahead and tell the people about the flyer. So let's see what we have going on here. So we have the so we were talking about the writers workshop earlier, That's right here. That's going to be taking place on Friday, February 20th. Now, we do have a meet and greet on February 19th. And that's not going to be open to everybody. That's going to be a smaller event. Of course, it'll be the authors, some of the supporters, and there'll be a few tickets sent out for that. And then we have, like I said, the writers workshop on the 20th. We have a book signing at Barnes and Noble after the writers workshop. And then we have the Black History Month comedy night with Steve Brown, Rod Minger, Nicole Blue, and it's hosted by Christopher Columbus. This is going to be a fun night. I'm gonna enjoy this, and all four of these comedians are a hoot. I've seen all of them. And then we have our main event, which is the Ivory and Cream Affair. This is going to be a live music. We're going to have, of course, food. We're going to be awarding our essay contest winners. We'll have Councilman Eugene Green, who's going to be speaking. Lisa Aubrey, who was instrumental in discovering Bimbia, which was one of the largest slave. I'm not even sure what to call it. It's not basically when they captured the slaves in Africa, and they brought them to this place called Bimbia. This is where they prepared them and got them ready to be brought to the New World. It was a big slave trade site, one of the largest in the world. When they left, when this was like the last place that the slaves saw before they were brought to the New World. Very sad place. One of these days I'm gonna make it to Africa so I can go and see Bimbia. But she was actually instrumental in discovering this place. So she's going to be talking about that place. I'm looking forward to hearing her story. It's going to be our host is going to be Shartia Love Jones. Now, Shartia, she's been a featured author quite a few times with the Ivory and Cream Affair, but she has as much love for the event as I do. So I asked her to be a host this year instead of being a featured author. So she's going to be there. This is going to be just a beautiful event. So you're going to have a good time. So now, like I said, you can buy tickets to singular events, or you can purchase an all access ticket and go to all of the events. But either way, you're just gonna, like I said, enjoy yourself. It's gonna be something you're not gonna forget. So that's the weekend, and we'll also be awarding our For the Culture Book Award winners, which I will be announcing later. I'm not. The judges are still judging. I can't see who's going to win the contest because I have no idea, and the judges are not giving me any hints. So I can't say anything about that right now. But that's what's going on. So we're gonna have a good time. Now, we are still looking for sponsors. So if anybody would like to sponsor the event, I'm not gonna say no. Or if you would like to sponsor an episode of Horizons, we will play your promo. You will get a mention during the episode. You'll get included in a digital display during the event. You'll also get a half-page ad in Meet the World magazine. Yes, there will be a magazine that will be distributed during the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of different ways for you to be a part of the event, even if you're not a featured author. So it's too late to be a featured author. We have 14 people. We can't get any more people in. One thing I like to do is I don't like to overcrowd my events. We have 14 authors. We keep it at 14 authors because I like to make sure that all of the authors who are part of my events have their time. So they will have their time. They will be able to sell their books, and they will have their feature. But if there are other ways that you would like to be a part of this event, there we can talk about that. But no, you cannot be a featured author, but you can be a sponsor. You can be a part of the magazine. There are other ways that you can do it. But no, you can't be a featured author. Sorry, but we can talk about some other stuff. Now, back to our current featured author, Mr. Reggie Webb. What kind of we already know you're going to be in New Orleans February 19th through the 21st, but do you have any other events coming up anytime soon?
Actually I'm in the works of setting up an event in New Orleans the last day of the book festival.
Really? What's
Yeah.
going on? What you trying to do?
Yeah, so when I'm not selling books and talking to kids, when the sun goes down and it's dark out, it's a whole different life I'm living. So I have another company called Red Cup Nights. So
Yes, you
I,
told me about that.
yeah, I created this thing called the Red Cup Experience, where I'll have like a comedian, a singer, rapper, a burlesque dancer, or something like that, and then that happens, and then people will just party, and then I have like signature drinks that I name after people that's a part of the event. And those are the drinks that are normally served in red cups. So I'm close to closing something. So that way, because I know on the 21st, we end kind of early, right?
Yeah,
Everything ends.
about
So
2 o'clock.
yeah, so if everything works out the way I plan on it, maybe this can be the after party for the book festival.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like after party now.
And that's your hometown. So you already know how y'all party down there. Like,
Yep.
I'm sorry, and I'm forgetting. How can I forget the most important thing? Another new book that I'm gonna bring down there and test out before Katrina. Like I was close to moving to New Orleans before Katrina happened years ago, and then Katrina happened, and of course that couldn't happen. But that's like my favorite place in the country outside of my hometown. So I wrote a book called Little Reggie Visits New Orleans, where a lot of the people I know down there told me the history of certain things like the Treme neighborhood and other things. So it's like a history lesson of certain parts of the city. So I'm gonna bring that. That's not online or anywhere. I'm just gonna bring that strictly to your event because I kind of want to test it out down there. I think that's the perfect place to test it because I'm writing about that particular city.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I have a little passion project I'm going to be working on myself. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but it's definitely going to be a New Orleans book. And then
Okay.
but of course I still have my book right here, Surprise Swipe Right, which was my holiday novel.
Oh,
Yeah, which took place in New Orleans. And it's about a widow whose daughter secretly puts her on a dating app because she wants her to start dating again.
that sounds like that could be a movie for real. Like,
I want it to be a movie one day. So, I'm letting you speak that into existence.
yeah, that sounds like a movie.
Yeah, it's going to be a movie one day.
One of them Tyler Perry specials.
No, not Tyler Perry. Everybody think Tyler Perry do everything.
I know he don't do everything. He put his name on everything, but
No, I love Tyler Perry. He's from New Orleans too.
I heard. I didn't know that till about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought he was from Atlanta.
A lot of people think he's from Atlanta, but he's from New Orleans. Yep, that's his hometown.
Okay.
Yep. That's right, Tyler. We know you from home. We know you from New Orleans. Thank you, Mark. All right, but I'm not gonna keep you long though. I know you're in California. You probably still have some daylight going on.
Yeah, it's 4:55 out here, so it's still somewhat light out, but it's getting ready to get dark soon.
Well, I'm gonna let you go unless you want to hang out because I'm about to introduce the top 5 authors of the For the Culture Book Awards.
I'll mute my mic, but I'll stay on so I can look at it.
Okay. So, For the Culture Book Awards. So, I talked a little bit about it earlier, but the For the Culture Book Awards is our brand new book awards contest. And there are a couple of different phases. So you can nominate yourself, or you can nominate somebody to be awarded, so to speak. Now, the way this works is we have a submission period for 2 months. After the 2 months, you can um, we kind of, we post everybody on social media. We put everybody on, like, on a special website, and then for 2 months you go through and you start voting, and then at the end of the 2 months, the top 5 people with the top 5 votes, or with the top number of votes, are your top 5 authors, and then the judges will start actually reading the books. We don't stop at the winner has the top number of votes, because I don't think that's fair. Just because you got the top number of votes means that you're the best author. That all that means is that you had a bunch of friends who you got to vote for you. And I think that's cute and all, but that just means that you won a popularity contest. That doesn't mean that you had the best written book. It doesn't mean that your story was good. It doesn't mean that your book was edited well. So it just means that you had some friends who got on and voted for you a few times. They got on every day and voted for you. Or you had a bunch of people who got on different computers and voted for you. I know the game. I've been around for a while. So what I did was I let that be the first phase. So your top 5 vote getters will be your top 5. But then I actually have judges who will actually read the books, and I give them a rubric, an actual rubric. So as they're reading the book, they're actually scoring based on editing, and editing is a large part of the scoring. So they score vote based on editing. They score based on how much that book is actually a part of the culture. How much does it pour into culture? Does it frame us in a good light, so to speak? Then I also look at we also look at the book cover. Is the book cover nice? Is it attractive? Does it make me want to open the book and read it? Those are some of the things that we actually look at. And then we also do look at the voting score. But now the voting score is actually a very small percentage of the total score. So just because you got, let's say, 5,000 votes does not mean that you're actually going to win, because that's actually a small part of your total score. So once we average all of that, that is how we choose the first, second, and third prizes. So now, with all of that said, I'll let you know who our top 5 votes are, or our top 5 authors are. So our first, and this is in no particular order, this is, let me get my names together. Goodness. Miss Shamira. Oh, what is her last name? Miss Shamira Medina. Shamira Medina. Next, Mr. Royce Dixon. Number 3, Michelle Roney. Number 4, Miss Danielle Spencer. And our last author in the top 5. That's my really bad impression of a really bad impression of a drum roll. Marvis Cox Jr. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to our top 5 authors. Like I said, very, 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 very close. It was so close. Number 5 and number 6 were separated by 2 votes. 2 votes. This is why I was reminding people every day to make sure your people were voting, because that's how close it was. There were people who were separated by 2 votes. I believe number 4, number 5, and number 6 kept trading places. That's how close it was. But congratulations to the top 5. And the judges are reading your books right now. You will find out in a few weeks who the winners are. And the winners will be awarded at the Ivory and Cream Affair in New Orleans. And I cannot wait to award you your prizes. Remember, first place will receive $1,000. Second place will receive $500. Third place will receive $250. And so I really cannot wait for you guys to get your prizes. So congratulations once again. I look forward to awarding you guys with your prizes. So Reggie, thanks for hanging out with me. And thank you for being a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. I can't wait to see you in New Orleans. And thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Thank you for supporting our first show of 2026. I know we went a couple minutes over, but I think it was worth it. So I will see you guys tomorrow night on Black Authors Matter TV on the National Black Book Festival Facebook page. And then I will see you right back here next week, where we'll meet 2 or 3 more authors will be a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. And then we're just going to keep it going until we get to New Orleans on February 19th. I'll see you guys next week. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you.